Mic check 1, 2 on a heavenly vibe, talking faith and freedom where the truth resides. Protest waves riding through the air, all things God and country pulling up a chair. Tune in, lean in, let the spirit flow from the heartland hills to where the rivers go. Faith and freedom, every word we sow, all things God and country, let the message grow. Got the word in my heart, got the mic in my hand, preaching love and truth across this great land. Stories about the cross and the red, white, blue, faithful to the king and the country too. A pesca strings meet the beat machine, a blend of the holy and the earthly scene. This podcast anthem for the lost and the found, lifting up his name, let his praises resound. Tune in, lean in, let the spirit flow from the heartland hills to where the rivers go. Faith and freedom, every word we sow, all things God and country, let the message grow. From the farms to the cities, the steeple to the street, sharing his word, making joy complete. No matter where you're from or the path you tread, there's a seed at the table where the Spirit's led. Tune in, lean in, let the Spirit flow from the heartland hills to where the rivers go. Faith and freedom, every word we sow, all things God and country, let the message grow. From the farms to the cities, the steeple to the street, sharing his word, making joy complete. No matter where you're from or the path you tread, there's a seed at the table where the Spirit's led. Tune in, lean in, let the Spirit flow from the heartland hills to where the rivers go. Faith and freedom, every word we sow, all things God and country, let the message grow. Got the word in my heart, got the mic in my hand, preaching love and truth across this great land. Stories about the cross and the red, white, blue, faithful to the king and the country too. Acoustic strings meet the beat machine, a blend of the holy and the earthly scene. This podcast anthem for the lost and the found, lifting up his name, let his praises resound. Tune in, lean in, let the Spirit flow from the heartland hills to where the rivers go. Faith and freedom, every word we sow, all things God and country, let the message grow.
Welcome back, everybody, to All Things God and Country. I'm your host, Jay, and this is my co-host, Jay.
That's right. And
J and J.
It's not Johnson and Johnson.
No, we don't have that much money.
No, that'd be interesting.
I can't even afford the brand.
I wouldn't either.
Shampoo.
Chemicals
No.
anyway. This is where
I
the
don't-
hippie and me.
I
comes
don't
out.
need shampoo.
No. I mean, I don't.
No hair to
Yeah.
shampoo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna have about an hour podcast is our goal today. Want to come at you and talk about a few of the current things going on in the world.
I don't know if anybody heard, but it's pretty interesting. The UFC is doing away with pay-per-views.
It is gonna be good because
Hold on, that requires
you erased them. What happened?
I don't know. Huh. Guess I'll have to do the sound effects myself.
I think he broke it.
Huh. Well, new problems.
Yeah, something else, different day.
Different day. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway.
All right.
Well,
yeah.
that was not as cool as it was going to
Yeah,
be.
it was very
Anyway,
emotional about
but
it.
it will be cool when I don't have to pay for a pay-per-view.
Yes. I do remember the good old days, though, of having to call and say, we would like to watch Hell in a Cell on
Oh, my
Thursday,
goodness.
Thursday, February 14th.
I do remember that. I
Yeah.
bought a couple of those,
We
the
did.
WWE ones.
Oh, yeah.
They were cheaper than UFC, too. They're only
Oh.
$60.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, I still think, highway robbery.
It is highway robbery. Back in the day.
I mean, if it's WrestleMania, all right, cool. I get it. That's huge. Whatever. But just a regular one?
Man, I can count on this hand how many times and the only person who would ever do that was my grandpappy when he was home, but he was a master electrician and he traveled, worked for a big.
My mother would buy them.
No.
My mother was a huge John Cena fan. She has a signed autograph that I bought her off eBay. It's authentic. It's got a card. But it's legit John Cena autograph.
That's cool.
Now he's retiring.
I have I either have it or my mother has it. I have a copy of Mankind, Stone Cold's, and the Rock's books, all with their autographs. They came to the PX on West Fort Hood when I was a kid, and even brought Sacco. Um,
There's a new guy that has like a sock thing too. His name is Mr. Iguana. And he paints his face like an iguana. And oddly enough, he's getting pretty popular.
It's a
It's
very-
absolutely ridiculous. No, it's a puppet of an iguana.
very anticlimactic name, though.
Yeah, Mr. Iguana.
Yeah.
But for some reason people like him. I don't get it, but
So we had the one viewer send us. Oh, side note: death to pay-per-view is something that every '90s child should chant. Some of these young kids might not understand, but
it's awful.
it is remnant of the '90s that I'm surprised lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, kind of a relic, archaic at this point.
But it's weird it lasted as long as it did.
Money.
Yeah.
But then the buys have been going down every year.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
UFC especially because WWE's not been doing pay-per-views for a long time. What they first did was they switched to their own network,
Yes.
WWE Network, which
remember.
they were one of the first people besides Netflix to have one,
Yes.
and it was like $10, which
Yeah.
that's still a good deal. And then they made the deal with Peacock.
Well, for a long time,
Now you just have a subscription.
Vince McMahon or WWE, which as an organization owned or had partial ownership of Lionsgate
Yeah.
Film Company, like Kane's movie, The Rock's movies, Stone Cold's, those all were co-produced with
Yeah.
Lionsgate.
I don't think they do that anymore.
I don't know if Vince, I think he sold it. I don't know.
Probably. And well, they're owned by TKO now. So
that's what I'm saying. I mean, no, I meant long before that, I think.
Yeah, now WWE's going over to ESPN. So if you have ESPN on cable or YouTube TV, whatever you get it on, or the ESPN app, you'll be able to watch all of UFC's live events.
They're making it much more accessible to the common man than it used to be.
Well, it brings in the viewers. It'll become so much more popular.
Right.
I mean, WWE on ESPN, that's a pretty big thing. I mean, the number one sports conglomerate in the world.
Correct.
It's going to have, recognize WWE as a real sport.
Well, and I mean, that's just partnership with the mouse because Disney owns ESPN.
It's weird that UFC, though, is leaving ESPN and going to Paramount. And they're owned by the same company. So
well, I mean,
odd.
But you can be a subsidiary and still kind of independently run yourself.
Do you know how much UFC made off this deal with Paramount with CBS? $7.7 billion.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
For I think it's like a 7-year contract.
That's pretty darn good.
It'll be so cool to be able to. So the fight at the White House
will be on
to move into All Things God and Country things.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Will be free. On the 4th of July, America's birthday, on our anniversary. Wait, is it on the 4th of July? It's on the 4th of July, isn't it?
What?
The fight on the White House? Yeah, on the 4th of July, during our celebration of our birthday and our freedom,
America,
UFC will be free. There you go.
Headliner to be determined.
Connor would like it to be. It's not going to happen. John Jones would like it to be, and he's not very reliable either. So
no,
I don't know what they're going to do, but it'll be awesome.
Yes.
They probably won't bring back Brock Lesnar because he tests positive for drugs every time now. Because since they have started that policy, back in the day with UFC, they didn't have a drug test.
They didn't have weight class either. So.
No, but even when they did put the weight class in, it was a while before.
Like
the drug stuff came in, like
4 or 5
steroid. I can't think of his name, but he was a monster. And then when they switched it, it was like kind of trailed off.
Yeah.
Overeem, Alistair Overeem. You see, Alistair Overeem was a monster.
Well, Juice.
And Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That's why he's back to WWE. Well, and he has like diverticulitis, and he had to have his spleen removed from a punch in UFC or something like that.
Well, I mean, he looks like a shark.
I mean, if aliens invade and they say, we'll send our champion, you send your champion.
I'm picking Brock
Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his daughter's
Lesnar?
I don't know if this was true, but
does he get an alien weapon? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Brock Lesnar.
I don't know if this is true, but what I saw, because she's
terrifying.
His daughter, she's supposed to be joining the UFC.
I read that.
Okay, so that wasn't just.
I don't know if it's rumor or not, but I would imagine that's the logical path.
The next step, yeah, I would.
That'd be frightening. and have like a Brock Lesnar daughter team up.
I saw her. She did the same like thing
Yeah,
that he did.
she looks like him.
Yeah, little.
I mean, she's looks exactly like, doesn't look like her mother at all
No.
because her mother is Sable.
Yeah,
Yeah, doesn't.
which is crazy.
Brock Lesnar's genes are
Strong.
Brock Lesnar has good genes.
Also, Sable was one of the few, and I'm not condoning this.
Sabu.
Sable, I
Sable.
had a poster of her on my wall when I was a kid, a WWF poster. Yeah, her,
Brock still does probably.
her, right? Her and
Trish.
no,
Oh,
begins with a V. Hold on.
V.
Yeah, same time as Sable
Amazon.
and Trish
Trish Stratus.
Yeah, and then
She's still wrestling.
I know. Vicky something. I can't think of her name.
Guerrero.
Yeah,
Kind of plump and
Yeah.
the really loud voice.
yeah.
You
Because
got
then
a
she was
poster of her.
because she wrestled and then went on to be a manager because didn't she wrestle with Eddie when he first came
A
out?
little bit, but she's
Yep.
of her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and on that note, that's it for today. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't even. I'm so lost.
And Michelle
words.
McCool. I had Michelle.
Undertaker's wife.
Yeah.
She retired a long time ago.
Well, yeah, because
But she does the podcast with him now.
they have like 2 kids, don't they?
I think they have a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does a podcast with her now.
Well, and he had Sarah tattooed on his neck, right? He still had that when him and Michelle got together. That's gotta be rough.
Oops. He just changed it to a dotted line with a cut here with an arrow.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I mean, he was kind of a player.
He's got an interesting story.
He does.
And he doesn't talk about it openly terribly much, but how he came to God is pretty interesting.
Yeah, his faith story is interesting. I like
think
his
it was
history.
through his wife too.
Yep.
Big part of it.
Because he was not loyal at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he was the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean,
meant by Pleo.
He's still the Undertaker. I mean, when he walks in that locker room, who's the guy? That's the guy. If you have a problem, that's the guy.
That's true.
And he's also the guy that will tell you, you're not allowed to be in our locker room. He told that to The Miz because The Miz was eating or something and he was spilling crumbs over somebody's gym bag. And apparently that's a big, you don't do that. That's one of the, I don't think he meant to do it. And I think it was like his bag too or something.
The Miz, I always liked The Miz.
But he had a chip on his shoulder and a target on him from the get-go because he came from reality TV.
Yeah, I remember.
He created his own character on the real world.
Yep.
And he earned his way in though. He stayed outside the locker room for like a year before they would let him back in.
That's crazy.
There's rules. You don't like Cody Rhodes said this on his podcast the other day. He's like, there's some unwritten rules that we follow that are big no-nos. And he's like, one of them is you don't eat food over somebody's stuff. And then he said one of the other ones is like, he said, now like Braun Breaker, he'll come in and grab you and put you in a headlock. He said, big no. Don't touch. And he said, he'll just grab you. And he's like, it's horrible.
Cody's brother was one of my favorites.
Dustin?
Gold Dust.
He's still wrestling.
Yeah, he's
the champion, I believe, for AEW right now.
Well, he was one of my favorites as a child.
Look, I have tried to like AEW, but they are so into deathmatch type stuff.
Oh,
that it's like
school shit stuff.
Like a lot of tags and mace hitting people with nails and lots of blood.
The
It's
old
just
school stuff. The ECW style Japanese wrestling.
It's a little too much.
I like that.
At times.
I like
because it's every time though.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it every time.
And some of it's gruesome and it's like
well, and
so that's what AEW is though. That's the kind of wrestling that they pretty much do is like that style, very intense. Like their story writing's awful. Terrible story writing.
So it's like
WWE. If you want a good story, WWE.
Well, WCW didn't have good writing.
Right.
Neither did TNA.
The owner of AEW is Tony Khan, the son of the owner of the Jaguars.
I knew that. I knew that.
He does okay, but
he's had to do today.
Well, TNA is technically now owned by WWE.
Really?
So the NXT champion, which is the developmental program for WWE,
I know that,
also has its own show.
Yeah, I knew that.
Is the champ for TNA right now. And some of the TNA guy, Mr. Iguana, is a TNA guy. So they're doing like this crossover stuff.
So when did that happen?
Recently, this last year.
So since WWE's been acquired.
Yeah.
So this
big moves.
This is TKO is like just an entertainment company.
Yeah, they just own it, and they're very good at what they do.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I mean, what was it this year? SummerSlam was a 2-night event. WrestleMania is a 2-night event. So the next step they're going to do, the Royal Rumble will be a 2-night event. Money in the Bank will be a 2-night event. All the big PLEs will be a 2-night event. So you'll be able to go to SmackDown, and then Saturday, Sunday will be the PLE. Monday will be Monday Night Raw in that town. And so they get like these crazy tax credit things
for bringing money in.
The bingo bango.
That's so smart.
And so with them doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
because they're stimulating the economy.
People, they're trying to make it an event, not just a go for one day, but you go for the week.
WrestleCon.
Yeah, basically, it's like Disney World that travels.
Yeah, and
Disneyland, whatever.
I had yes,
Never
that'd be cool. No, that's not
if you have the money to go to all those shows, and then there's VIP stuff, meet and greets. I mean, there's a lot. It's a whole thing.
What if?
So it's like a whole vacation now.
That's basically cool.
It is cool, and they're bringing a lot of money to these towns.
Definitely a lot of revenue.
So there's a lot in it for them to bring them there now. Like they're doing one in Paris this month. And then they've been doing Saudi Arabia.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, they're doing great. They're selling out every show basically.
I love though how the people who bought,
and it's not as toxic now in the locker room.
I was gonna say something about like these people who bought TKO. They're doing Vince's model though.
Yeah.
As far as just swallow it all up and be the best at it. And go anywhere.
Just you can't treat people the same way you used to in the old days.
Well, and
it was
Vince,
rough.
Vince was always kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Well, he was in love with the company.
I like Shane. Shane never got enough.
Well, he wanted to be the heir to the throne, but nobody really took him serious as a boss. Like he was really good creative and talent, but as a boss, he'd say stuff and people just kind of go.
I loved when he did. Was it with Edge? I think he did a TLC match.
Oh man, he did some nut stuff. He climbed these one big rafter thing and then just kind of fell.
Watched that.
He was always wanting to do crazy stuff, but he's not involved at all now.
Well,
it's Triple H, and
I think he's a minor owner of some baseball team.
I think so. And they offered him AEW contract, I heard, and he said he wouldn't go with any other company but WWE.
Which makes sense. That's loyalty to his family, and his grandpa.
Despite their
disloyalty to him,
grievances with each other.
Yeah,
in that family.
Well, one of the things that is cool. It's going to be fun to watch to see that, and
then they put out the WWE Unreal series on Netflix, which is like the last year behind the scenes how they set up everything, which is like we're really breaking the rules at this point of what it used to be, because you didn't break kayfabe back then,
right?
You sold it all the time. Bad guys, good guys didn't go out to eat together afterwards. You sold it. Now you don't have to. And people like the behind the scenes stuff,
which is cool.
I binged it. It was pretty good.
It adds a different layer to it. It's like Beyond the Mat, but on steroids.
Yeah. And so now they're going to use the behind the scenes show as an advantage to push storylines as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So like they just did with Seth Rollins, where he was out for a month and he hurt his knee in the middle of a match and he had to leave. Well, it turned out the whole thing was a work. And so he could cash in with his Money in the Bank thing on CM Punk. And then he dropped the crutches and took the brace off and was like, surprise. He said he went to get ice cream on crutches. He took his daughter to school on crutches. He went on a talk show on crutches. He went out to eat with friends of theirs that are wrestlers and went on crutches. Yeah. He said he was going out of his mind. And like he told his daughter, Daddy's got to pretend boo-boo. We can't tell anybody. First thing she does, tell her kindergarten teacher. And he's like, how am I supposed to maintain kayfabe if you're talking? And so the teacher, I guess, kept it quiet.
That's cool.
And they fooled everyone. I mean, they fooled all the magazine places, the news, the wrestling places, the mainstream talk shows. Everybody thought he was hurt.
That's cool.
So it was a pretty good trick. But now it's going to be harder to do again because now everyone's going to go, Are you pulling one again, or
Boy Who Cried Wolf.
I mean, how far are you willing to go with this now? Which is kind of clever.
Yeah.
It made it very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Remember when Kevin Nash was in the wheelchair with the cast?
Yes.
And he just stood up and the cast was still there.
Yeah. I love Kevin Nash.
That was hilarious.
Diesel.
Yeah. Big Sexy.
Yeah.
The Click.
Yeah. Him, Scott Steiner, they were in that
The Click? Was it the Click?
Was it the Click or the NWO?
No, it would have been NWO.
It was when they were at
Hogan,
WCW.
Hogan and
Steiner,
Kevin Nash, and
missing one.
Scott Hall.
Yeah. And then wasn't there one?
Razor Ramon.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. I liked Razor Ramon.
I watched a documentary on him, man. That guy had a hard life.
Very first ladders match was Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels.
Was it?
Yep.
Ladder match?
For a belt?
I thought it was like Jeff Hardy or...
No. Shawn Michaels kind of pioneered that. And he doesn't get a lot of credit for that. Like, he was very, very aerobatic.
I guess it was
aerobatic.
The match that put the Hardys on the board was a TLC match.
Oh, I remember it.
Well, I think it was against Edge.
Edge and
Christian.
Yeah.
Yep, they just had a few. They're on AEW together.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
He goes by Cope now because he can't use Edge. But he's got these T-shirts that say, what is it? It's a word, but it's spelt wrong, and it's got the word Edge in it, which I thought that was pretty clever.
Well, he never really liked Vince. You could tell that.
I don't know if he liked a lot of people.
Yeah,
he was kind of I'm going to do what I want, and not really. He didn't play ball that much. He wasn't John Cena. No, he's do whatever you want.
He's a decent actor.
He's a great actor. Did you see him in Haven?
I watched a few episodes.
Such a good show.
But I never got into it.
It's really good. He comes in like season 2 or 3, and he's got a trouble, which is the powers, and he's a bullet magnet. So if you shoot a bullet, it curves and just hits him in the chest. It's awful. So he just wears a bulletproof vest, and he's the sheriff.
That's hilarious.
Not a great profession for that problem.
Absolutely not.
Good for everyone else around him. I'm not wearing a vest of him around him. No need to. Great. It was a great show though. Like 7 seasons, I think it ran.
Oh,
it was a sci-fi show.
I knew it was on Sci-Fi Channel. I remember that.
Yeah, it was really good. Did you ever see Eureka?
Yep.
The main guy on Eureka, he's in the last like 2 seasons.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I've only watched a few episodes of it.
Eureka was cool.
I've watched a few episodes. I loved the Sci-Fi Channel.
They jumped the shark about season 4 though.
Now I know what that means.
It just got ridiculous. Now you can see his Fonzie on skis and a leather jacket and shorts.
Nope, can't unsee it either. It was like,
I can't believe you didn't know what that meant.
I really didn't. And you're an old man in that way. In a way, I'm not. Like with 50s iconography and things.
Well, even when I was a kid, I watched like documentaries on television and stuff on like E or whatever when that was a thing, you know.
That, yeah.
So I watched a lot of those. And
I
learned a lot of. I learned about Dallas, watching documentaries, and how they like completely messed up the one season.
Dallas,
and then they were like, "It's all a dream. Never mind."
And lazy writing.
Well, they painted themselves into such a hole. There was no other choice.
Correct.
It was a dream. My bad. Kind of like when did you ever see the ending of Roseanne the first time?
Yes.
Like, and she was like, "Yeah, it was all most of it was all just her writing, and the daughters are married to opposite guys, and like that was awful."
I thought it was lazy too.
It was terrible. What I liked was the first season when they brought back Roseanne.
I never watched
the first season was great. I refused to watch it because
they got rid of her.
The first season though was gold, and she fixed what happened in the end of the original show. Because Dan's dead, right? Because he had a heart attack in the original one, which at the very end. So they wake up. She wakes up from a nightmare, and Dan's got a sleep apnea machine on. She starts waking. Dan. She's like, "I had a dream you were dead," and he goes, "Why does everyone keep saying that?" And I was like,
brilliant.
Accepted. So they just erased that entire mess.
That's kind of smart.
It was so funny.
She's crazy in real life.
Oh yeah, she looks like she'd be a blast.
Well, I'm sure she is, but she's like, she's a Jew. Like she's a practicing Jew.
Oh yeah,
and
hardcore.
Jew.
She's been on Joe Rogan a couple times,
and Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I've watched her on Joe and Alex.
Performs at Joe's comedy place in Austin.
Yes,
regularly.
Well, it's not. I don't believe it belongs to Joe.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, the mothership.
Oh, the mothership. I
Yep.
thought you were talking about the yeah, that's not in Austin. That's in LA.
Oh, you're talking about the comedy club,
Yeah.
or factory,
Yeah,
whatever.
comedy
Laugh Factory.
Yeah, yep, you're right. We're
One
talking
of
about the
those,
same
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
No, he started his own
Pauly Shore
in
that,
Austin, and
which is cool.
it's huge now. All the comics left LA and they're living in Austin now,
Nice.
and they all. I mean, it's like killer after killer on any day of the week. It's crazy.
It's cool. I used to go to 6th Street when I was in the Army.
Would be a blast, I bet.
Oh, I bet it would be.
Tony Hinchcliffe will roll through. I mean, Dave Chappelle. You never know who's going to be there.
Tony's funny, but
he likes to push it.
He does. And isn't he a homosexual?
No, I don't think so.
I think they just josh with him.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Kill Tony can be pretty funny at times.
Can be a little bored. Did you the Ric Flair one?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Just gets up and leaves.
I love the guy that dresses up like Dr. Phil.
Yes. And then when
that's his whole shtick. His whole comedy bit is just being Dr. Phil.
When what's his face would come on as Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of his name right now.
He's hilarious too.
He is too. Then you got
Jordan Peterson was on there.
Yeah. And
Alex Jones.
He wore his iconography jacket too.
Yeah.
Alex's was pretty funny. There's been a few that
they should get Paul Heyman on there.
Oh, from wrestling.
Yeah, because he did a roast at the roast of WrestleMania, and Tony was there and a bunch of them, but Paul was asked to do a roast, and like he almost got in a legit fist fight with Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias? Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he was so upset with the jokes that Paul did that like they were like this close to throwing hands.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
They didn't film it.
Oh.
Intentionally, it was a closed thing. So you just can read little snippets that people have talked about, but he's Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
You asked him to be a heel and talk crap. Heel. Yeah, like, what do you expect? He's going to burn the room down.
You remember the teddy bear?
He's Limp Bizkit at Woodstock.
Yes. Do you remember the teddy bear in the urn match?
Yes.
The buried alive match where the ring was on fire and he burns Kane's teddy bear?
Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
He had that really high voice and talk like this.
Yeah.
He was legit too.
And that weird mustache.
He was such a I've seen some documentaries where they talked about him, and he was always willing to like take a bump.
Oh, I believe that.
Crazy.
He looked like that guy.
Paul's taking a couple.
You can tell.
But Paul Heyman, he's just so fun to listen to. He comes out and he goes, "My name is Paul Heyman." Yep. And the crowd just yells, "Paul Heyman," every time now.
One, it's definitely bigger arenas than it used to be.
Oh my goodness, dude. WrestleMania was in the Raiders Stadium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the very first one was in a stadium.
But Allegiant Stadium is massive. It's the number one stadium in the league right now because it's the newest.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the nicest.
Yeah. Also the most expensive, and it's cashless.
I don't like that.
I guess I understand it if you're like concerned of getting robbed, I guess, in it for speed wise, but I'd rather have the option. But I understand, I think, the thought process.
I don't like it.
You don't want to spend money anyway, because like you're gonna pay like $15 for a bottle of water or something. I mean, it's
oh yeah, $22 for a hot dog.
I'd love to go, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Ever.
I think our tickets are some of the highest in the country.
Really?
Yeah. Because of our stadium. It's in Vegas.
That's true.
It's Vegas.
And it's new.
And the night stadium, I think it's pretty expensive to go to.
I would love to see an expansion of the NFL, but they'd have to expand it by at least 4 teams.
It would be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the expansions in hockey are crazy.
Oh, and for example, like it needs to be a state that has a football culture that could be either split or doesn't have that has football culture but no team. Nebraska and Alabama.
St. Louis?
No. You could do one in St. Louis.
They did.
They did. Yeah, we had the Rams in St. Louis for the longest time.
Yeah. Now those fans are really mad. They're the only team in the UFL that fills the stadium every time.
Yeah.
For the Battlehawks.
Yeah.
So I think St. Louis could be doable again.
I think so too. And I do think like Lincoln, Nebraska and Birmingham, Alabama would be good. And then I think one of the Virginias should have a team.
Be nice to have one around here.
Yeah, we'd
You'd
probably
have
have
to,
to give
like-
it to Idaho or Colorado or
You'd almost have to include like South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, and make it like the
tri-state
Plains team or
something.
something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be about the only way. And then pick the biggest
Pierre.
city in those four options.
It'd probably be Pierre or Billings.
Billings, maybe, yeah.
I think Pierre's bigger.
Where's that?
South Dakota.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the capital.
I think somewhere like that might be able to manage it.
Or Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah. But it would be risky.
Because of Minnesota.
Be risky.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Fargo.
No, yeah.
I'd probably do Billings.
And you don't want to get, the closer you get to Denver, the more you're going to have Bronco fans.
Yeah. But no, I've thought about that.
Plains Nation or something.
Yeah. Have to be a Native American.
I don't think they do that now. Too many problems that come with that.
Yeah.
You want it, they don't want it, they want it, they don't want it. It's always something. It'd probably be something cowboy-esque.
As long as it has nothing to do with Custer.
Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe like, I guess that would be like a Montana thing. I don't know what you do for the plains. Like, can't do buffaloes. It's already got that.
Wow, yeah.
Can't do cowboys. 'Cause got that. Stallions. It's not awful. Maybe something about horses. We got the Broncos though.
Something about cows.
Colts. Cows. We're gonna be the heifers.
That's right.
This podcast is stupid.
The Elks.
It's not the worst one. That's might be the best one so far.
The Elks, yeah.
The Eagles? No, we got the Eagles. What am I talking about?
Bears either.
They've taken all the animals. Jaguar, can't use that. Don't have
We don't even
those.
have those.
We could be the prairie dogs.
That's not intimidating at all.
The Wolverines. We'd be stealing Michigan's name then.
Yeah,
That's really tough.
it would be. My vote's on the Elks.
We can't even do minors.
No,
Man. Gold diggers.
no. I can just see the memes.
Pirates. No.
Landlocked states.
Nothing fits because you got gold in Montana, you got plains and cattle and ranches. The ranchers, rancheros.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
None of those are great though.
No,
They're all pretty terrible.
yeah, none of them
Hunters.
strike fear into your enemies by no means.
No, they really don't. If you guys have any ideas,
Yeah,
put them in the comments because ours are horrible.
Awful.
Plains Nation.
That's right.
Recalls the Plains Nation.
I'm telling you, it'd have to be like a native
Trail
It'd
riders,
have to be a Native American on a horse.
pioneers.
So we just take our college,
Well,
community college's name.
it kind of works.
It does kind of. I
You
guess.
got the Lewis and Clark stuff.
What about that? The Sacagaweas.
It's just getting worse.
It is. All right, let's talk about something a little more serious. The red heifer stuff. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about with the red heifer stuff is because we had a viewer. What?
The Outlaws.
I could do that one.
Okay. Rebels?
No, not far enough south.
I think that's the direction though. Outlaws or something.
Yeah.
Bandits. I don't know. That's the direction I think they should have to be.
Okay.
Just came to me. Outlaws. I think Billings actually has a minor team that's called Outlaws too.
I think so
Football
too.
team.
I think so too.
Arena team or something like that.
I think so
It's
too.
like $30 to go.
That's not
I'd
bad.
kind of like to go.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Is that the interstate
I'm not sure. I think they.
or at the sports complex?
I don't know.
Because they
I
have
think
that.
they've had a lot of issues with the league though.
Hmm.
But it would be fun.
We need to get back to that. Okay, so there's conflicting reports because the Temple Institute put out a thing that said there was no acceptable red heifers left, but the guy who's the head of the Restore the Temple Foundation, whose the cattle came from the ranch, they did a mock red heifer ceremony too, where they collected the ashes and everything too, because it's different because the Jews follow different things where the oral tradition and then the written
The Talmud.
and and the oral Torah as well. So some of the Mishras say that it has to have no white hairs, or some say that like a white hair is acceptable. And so there's conflicting. So there's a chance, but then you also see the Israel said that, so you had France, which Macron is definitely married to a dude, just saying. The Bridget Macron, the Discovering Macron series that Candace Owens did is worth watching for the information. And the Macrons are currently suing her in Delaware or Connecticut, one of those Yankee states, about but in it they have to submit to her request as well. And one of the ones she's doing is a DNA test or whatever. But there are other people. This is an ongoing thing. I believe Bridget Macron and Michelle Obama are both dudes, based upon the evidence at hand.
I have no opinion.
Which is fine. I mean, Barry's slipped and said it, and it makes sense because the agenda, which gets to my point about Macron being the Baphomet energy that goes along with the whole transvestite, male, female, androgynous thing. You see, Macron and a few other nations decided to recognize Palestine as an independent nation as well, on the same day that Israel said that they were going to completely take over and militarily occupy Gaza Strip. Regardless of what is transpiring, I do think that that is a battlefield, and the continual battlefield, because it goes all the way back to the Old Testament with when God told them to take them out of the land, and they just kind of compromised. So it's been a proverbial and literal thorn in their side since the very first time. And
Well, the Speaker of the House was just there.
yeah, and the thing about that is the Zionism.
At the Roman wall.
Yeah. The Zionism of...
You'll get that later.
Yeah, you will.
Or not.
The Zionism part is the part that I have a hard time with, because it's an ideology that has our own government consumed, and it's a great twisting of the scriptures. I do not believe that in the scriptures when it says those who bless you, Israel, will be blessed, and when it's talking about that, it's talking about the literal land nation state. That's the covenantal Israel right there. And there's a lot of people who talk about like replacement theology as far as Christians replacing the Jews, and a lot of evangelicals along the line of like Paula White, Kenneth Copeland, the fake evangelicals that are the growing portion of evangelicals in the country. But I would say the ones that really bring a bad light to them is they would say that that means, like Mike Huckabee, the former governor of Arkansas and the ambassador to Israel, would say that those kinds of scriptures mean that we're supposed to, blindedly support the nation state of Israel.
I wouldn't say I disagree that there maybe not that, but I kind of put that on a back burner, and I kind of more look at it like, say they're right, and that's what it's supposed to mean. I'm still not going to support something that's not biblical, that's evil, or that is doing something unrighteous.
But see,
the moral is what matters.
Correct, but the moral too has to go back to the scriptures. As Christians, we view life through the word, the living word, and the covenants that God made are everlasting.
But it wouldn't make sense to support something that are doing unholy things or unrighteous things. It's not logical.
No, but there's always been opposition since Genesis 3:15.
Sure.
Right? Even with Esau and Jacob, with Ishmael and Isaac, etc. There's always been the opposition, the Edomite, the Canaanite within the land.
I'm just saying that Israel, India, China, I don't care. But if they're doing things that are not right, I don't support it. That's just ally, not ally, doesn't matter. If it's not right, it's not right.
I guess I take the approach of where they line up biblically and within the realm of the scriptures. And for me, Israel is mentioned in the Bible, but the current boundaries of Israel is not in the Bible, right? Like it's greater than that. And because of Manasseh and Ephraim, etc. But The idea of replacement theology, I don't agree with, where with the blindless observance to it. For me, that's the covenant with Israel as the people, and Paul explains that in Romans 11. But there is a covenant with the land that God made too. God did two things there. He made a covenant with the person and the land, right? Because he said all of the land in the same area in Genesis. And it's called the Palestinian covenant in theology. But the land is protected by God's hand. That's why I pay attention to it, is because the one part of the freaking Left Behind movies that stands out to me is that scene where, Kirk's on the ground and he's doing his reporting and the Iron Dome and all the things falling. Did you know that that movie took place 11 years before the Iron Dome went online? Yeah. So
maybe that's where they got the idea.
I
Wouldn't
don't-
that be something?
well, it came,
Thanks, Kirk Cameron.
came from the Star Wars program under Ronald Reagan is where the Iron Dome system came from. But the idea that you shouldn't pay attention to Israel, I think, is kind of foolish. But I just want to preface that these Christians who try to teach that you must worship Israel as a government, as a state, and that Israel can do no wrong, they are teaching a false doctrine. They are teaching a doctrine that goes against the scriptures. They're teaching,
and that would go for anyone.
It would.
I don't blindly follow or support anybody.
No, but specifically to Israel, because it's manipulated in terms of our faith in theology, because Israel does have a special place in God's heart. But as Christians, we have to have the new covenant understanding that we are grafted into Israel, just like the woodcatchers and the water fetchers were for following the word.
I think we had a different understanding growing up than what I think most of these guys have too. When I was growing up in church, we taught that they're in error and they haven't repented.
Who, Israel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Their belief.
Yes, some churches do teach that.
I mean, that's kind of how I grew up, is that we need to pray for them and evangelize them basically because they're not saved.
No, they haven't accepted.
And I guess I just always kind of kept that thought process because that makes sense.
But that's the right mindset. But
you don't get a pass just because you're
Jewish.
Yeah, it's just that's silly.
Because but it's a very common teaching now.
Sure.
And that is just something that I would caution anyone to do is to just pay attention, because scripture very clearly says that, we are the covenantal inheritors. That's why I think Paul's very specific the way he words it and says, but be careful, because how easy is it for you to be grafted on a wild olive to the cultivated? Wouldn't it be that much easier for the natural that was cut off to be grafted back on? And I paraphrased, but that's totally what he's talking about.
I mean, you can even boil it down simpler than that. It just, are they doing evil or are they doing wrong things? Then no, I don't support it.
And Israel doesn't do good.
I mean, it can be simple, and there's bad on both sides. There's no good guy.
No, by no means.
This is the season 8 of Sons of Anarchy. Everyone's pretty dark at this point in the show, and there's not much hope left.
I didn't watch it, but
that's about how it ends.
I'm going to use that alliteration and going to back it up.
Because at that point, there's no good guy left. All the good guys are now bad guys.
So,
like Harvey Dent said, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
That's correct. Two-Face for everyone. I didn't know that. So a couple updates though. We are trying to hustle so we can make that extra Skrilla so we can continue to work on our studio. So if you'd like to donate to that, links in the description. And then I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I think it's on our page. Like on the channel.
Hope you all like our little sticker.
I can put it in the description though.
I think these look great.
They do look good.
We're gonna get a few more, I think, and maybe when you sign up for our Patreon, maybe we can, in the top tier, if you sign up, we'll send you one of these. That'd be a good thing. Right?
Yeah,
that'd be good. And then
maybe we'll get some mugs. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and I got
podcast mugs.
The lady who does ours for work, she stupid cheap, and she's here local, and she's got it at her house.
Oh, a cricket.
It's not a cricket. It's the like if we want to get mugs and you wanted to do etched mugs, or you wanted to do the metal ones, and you can get the metal. You know how it gets like scribbled in.
Yeah, yeah.
She's got that, but she can do it for porcelain
Yeah,
too.
that's kind of what I was thinking. Something like that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind a tumbler. I kind of like a lid.
I like tumblers too.
I tip things over too much. I need a lid.
Too.
I gotta have a lid.
Okay,
Spill everything. I don't know how many times I forgot to put my lid on my water bottle when I'm laying in bed.
Oh, I do that.
And I just spilled like a gallon of water.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We also are still taking items. If anyone, well, we haven't received anything, but we'd love to. If you'd like to send us items for our upcoming series, you haven't uploaded that yet, right? Any of those?
Oh no.
So our continual upload series of J&J dry stuff.
I didn't like that first one. I was like, man, scrap it. We're gonna redo it.
Okay.
Because we're really
Is that what those were in the living room?
No. Those are just the wife's protein bars.
We should try one of those. Peel box.
They're good.
They look
cream.
good.
She says they're her favorite.
They look good.
They've got
20 grams.
20 grams.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's like $2.75 at Walmart.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a little high.
But they're right there at the checkout, so I don't got to think about it much. So
that's convenient.
And she likes them, so need that protein. Eat your protein. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, and eat your protein. Oh. Hulk. Oh.
I'll be Macho Man. Keep going.
Rest in peace, Hulk.
That's right. And
brother.
Now he's with his tag team partner.
Who? Oh, I was like, I don't know if Macho Man was a Christian man.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping. I'd love for there to be a Macho Man in there, but pretty sure we're good on.
You just see him there with Peter. No, brother.
That's all somebody's going to hear from this podcast is that we liked Hulk Hogan. They'll throw a fit.
Oh yeah. Well, you already did do the Sydney Sweeney thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
Hulk Hogan had good genes too.
Yeah, he did. His daughter is.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Cool that he became a Christian towards the end, though.
Yeah. Last year of his life, he saved somebody else's life and gave him the gospel.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Lord uses you.
The people online that irritate me are the Christians who are like, "Oh, why would you like Hulk Hogan? He was a racist. He said some stuff. He repented of some stuff.
We've all said stuff.
But y'all want Mike Bickle. Just give him Barabbas. Give him Barabbas.
I know.
Whatever."
That's what the Lord had me read out on Fair Weekend. Was the Barabbas. Literally, you know what Barabbas means in Hebrew?
I can't remember.
Bar Abbas, meaning son of the father. Literally. And when you know the meaning of his name, it just makes it that much more.
Reminds me of the Josiah Queen song, Barabbas. Yeah. I am Barabbas. He explained that song too, and it was like, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, that kid's good.
Like, he was like, even Jesus died to set him free.
He did.
I was like, wow. Yeah. Pretty profound, kid.
It is.
Hulk Hogan's awesome.
That's right. Send things that you'd like us to try to P.O. Box 42, Terry, Montana, 59349, and let us know. We want to give you the gospel this day. The Bible says that salvation comes by the hearing of the word, and the hearing of the word comes by the presentation of the gospel. And the gospel is this, that Jesus Christ came, died on a cross, and he bared the sins of the world, not only for me, but for all of mankind. And no matter whether it's the Hulkster or who else, he died for all of our sins. And the weight that he had upon his shoulders was greater than when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and body slammed him. It was more fathomable than all of that. So choose the one who bared it all for you and bring it all to him because he wants you to. We love you, and we pray that you would choose Jesus this day.
What you gonna do when all things God and country ends this episode on you?